What if the problem is not that you are lazy? What if the problem is not that you lack discipline? What if your brain has simply learned, through repeated disappointment, rejection, failure, stress, or neglect, that effort does not change anything? That is the hidden tragedy of learned helplessness. It is not weakness. It is not stupidity. It is not lack of ambition. It is what happens when a person tries again and again, and the result feels the same. After a while, the mind stops asking, "What can I do?" and starts whispering, "Why bother?" And this is where many people get trapped. They still want a better life. They still want peace, success, love, confidence, health, freedom. But inside, something has gone quiet. The desire is alive, but the belief in action has collapsed. The concept of learned helplessness was first studied by Martin Seligman, a psychologist, and Stephen Mayer, a psychologist and neuroscientist. In their classic research, animals exposed to uncontrollable stress later failed to escape even when escape became possible. That is the disturbing lesson. When the brain learns that nothing works, it may stop trying, even after the situation has changed. But here is the most important part. Newer neuroscience changed the story. Mayer and Seligman later argued that helplessness is not simply learned. In many ways, passivity is the brain's default response to uncontrollable pain. What must be learned is control. The brain has to discover, "My action matters." That insight is powerful because it means you do not escape helplessness by shouting motivational quotes at yourself. You escape it by rebuilding evidence, small evidence, repeated evidence, living evidence. Evidence that says, when I act, something changes. Later, Lynn Abramson, Martin Seligman, and John Teasdale expanded the theory. They showed that human beings do not only suffer from what happens to them, we also suffer from the meaning we attach to what happens. When failure becomes personal, permanent, and everywhere, helplessness becomes deeper. I failed this exam becomes, I am stupid. This relationship ended becomes, nobody will ever love me. This business failed becomes, nothing I do works. And that is how the mind turns one painful event into a life sentence. So do not wait to feel powerful before you act. Act gently. Act repeatedly. Act strategically. Until power starts to return. Choose environments that give feedback. Helplessness grows in places where effort disappears into silence. If you are in a relationship, a workplace, a family, or a community where nothing you do is acknowledged, your nervous system may begin to shut down. Human beings need feedback. We need response. We need proof that action has meaning. If your environment constantly teaches you powerlessness, you may need new boundaries, new mentors, new standards, or a new environment. Finally, understand this. You are not helpless because you failed. You become helpless when failure convinces you that trying is useless. That belief can be learned, but control can also be learned. One action at a time, one repaired promise at a time, one small victory at a time. The way out is not magical confidence. The way out is evidence. Show your brain that your effort still has a voice. Show your life that your choices still have weight. And one day, the same mind that once said, "Nothing I do matters," may begin to say something different. Maybe I am not trapped. Maybe I can move. Maybe the door was not locked. Maybe I just stopped pushing.
If this message spoke to something you have been feeling, do not judge yourself for feeling stuck. Sometimes the mind stops trying because life taught it that effort was useless. But that lesson can be rewritten, not through pressure, not through shame, not through pretending to be strong, but through one small action, one honest decision, one repaired promise to yourself at a time. So today, choose one thing you can control. Not everything, just one thing. Do it gently, do it fully, and let that small act remind your brain, I am not powerless. If this video helped you see your struggle differently, share it with someone who may need it. And follow for more psychological concepts explained simply, with depth, and with humanity. Thanks for watching.